Shalom, Sister Kate here. There's something that Pastor Joe and I have noticed as we travel around doing things, and it's kind of a weird phenomenon. And I'm asking you guys, I'm putting this video out to find out whether you have noticed it yourself, or you've seen it on social media, or found out that it was a thing, a modern day thing. And it's this. We stayed in a couple of hotels in different places over the last couple of days. And out in front of these hotels, there are benches, which is nice, you know, with like 2 plants and maybe a trash can near it. And there are people staying on those benches. They're not sleeping on them, but they are there all day long. Sometimes it's one person, sometimes it's 3 people, 3 adults, I saw a woman and 2 young men. Sometimes it's a child with either the men or the women. And the women tend to be older. And they're just there. And this, at least 2 of the places, there was also a car, sometimes a truck, parked in a handicap spot in the hotel parking lot, which is normally right by the door. And these same people who were hanging out on the bench go back and forth to the car and spend time in the car. Last night, there was a person in a car in the handicap parking area. There was someone in the lobby, and they had been sitting at a table and eating some pizza and left the pizza wrappers there. They left the pizza stuff there overnight. And a gentleman who had been sitting at that table walked around the lobby and in the hallway and went outside and came back in. And the person in the car outside, she was a very overweight woman, older, just sat in that car. When it started raining, she shut the door. She watched me walk back and forth, but she didn't get out. She didn't say anything. And she was there when we went to sleep last night. And Pastor and I, we've traveled around the world. We've been in many different countries and many different hotels. And I have never seen this particular phenomenon before. And in my mind, I'm trying to figure out, because the pastor said, you know, they're doing drug deals out there. Okay, maybe they are. Maybe they're homeless, but they have a car. And they stay in a handicapped, both of the trucks were parked in a handicapped spot. So somebody has a handicapped sticker, or they're risking getting a ticket for, you know, parking illegally in a spot like that. I don't know if they come in and out and use the hotel lobby bathrooms. I don't even know if there are bathrooms down in this particular hotel lobby. But most of the hotels we stay at have a lobby area, and there are tables and chairs and like a TV going and sometimes a coffee kiosk. And there was someone who sat inside the hotel we were at 2 days ago who looked homeless. She had a plastic bag on the ground. She was using, you know, she was hunched over her phone, and she was dressed normally, but she had like a piece of tape on her glasses, which, you know, people who have a regular steady income normally don't wear glasses with tape on it. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that usually they just get another pair of glasses if their glasses break. And she looked at me a couple of times because we were eating breakfast when I noticed her, but she didn't engage my gaze for long, and she didn't say hello. She just kind of looked up at me and then went back to her phone. And she wasn't, I think she may have been drinking something, but she definitely wasn't eating something. So I don't know, this may be a new way for people who are homeless to figure out, you know, a location that they can stay at where nobody really notices them. I wouldn't say they can come in and out of the weather, because I don't know how long any of them want to hang out in a hotel lobby before the hotel clerk says, hey, you know, I don't recognize you, or you're, you know, what room are you in, or something. And maybe the hotel clerks, because this is a hospitality industry, are not supposed to ask people in their lobby, hey, what room number are you in? You know, that if they asked me that, I would think they were harassing me. So it's a very interesting phenomenon, and I would love to know if any of you have seen it, experienced it, even in person or on a social media, because that's a security thing. If you're staying in a hotel, you are assuming your security is okay. You know, there are doors that people have to come through. There is a clerk. Then there's, walking down a hallway to a room that has a locking system. Several floors. People can't just walk in on the one floor to find you particularly. They've got to go, through however many floors the hotel has. And there are locks on the hotel doors. So there is some security at a hotel, but it's going to be different security if you have homeless people or drug dealers hanging around the hotel at all hours doing illegal things. That's going to make a huge difference in your security posture and your reaction than if they're just homeless people hanging out there trying to stay warm and wash their hands in a public bathroom. And it's also something that hotels are going to have to start looking at, because that's not the purpose of a hotel. The purpose of a hotel is not to be a homeless shelter. It's for people who are paying for the comfort of staying in the hotel. So, what do you guys know? What do you think? Thanks for watching. Bless you. Shalom.
What's going